is there anything you could pick to use, any term? What best describes who you are?
Your religion.
Your religion. Okay. Anything else?
Your name.
Your name. You said your name?
Awesome.
You said your name. Okay. Yep. Alright. Your religion, yeah, fine. That's nice, but is that the same case for everybody? Religion?
Where you're from.
Okay, everybody's from somewhere. Okay. You see, religion, there's a problem here. Where you're from, that's better. Your name, everyone has a name, which is good also. Which is good.
If you do that, we're going to be going back in circles, because we're going to get back to the situation where I'm Hassan, I'm Muslim. He's Hassan, he's a Muslim.
Exactly. So there's still another problem here, and it'll just go round and round. But we have to bear one thing in mind, is that whatever you identify yourself by, alright, you can only do so if you are that identity, if you have that identity, if you hold that identity. So you may be able to identify yourself as Muslim, but I might not be able to. And why? Simply because you may hold that identity, I may not hold it, I may just talk about it. So there's a difference between what we hold, okay, true in our essence, and what we talk about. There's always a difference. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, كَبُرَ مَقْتًا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَن تَقُولُوا مَا لَا تَفْعَلُونَ. Says it's a grave thing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you say other than what you believe, other than what you do, rather. Therefore, you might be able to call yourself a Muslim, but me, I have problems. And then my name, let's say my name. My name might be Ali. If you ask me, what's your identity? Can I say it's Ali? No, I can't. So I'm going to stop asking all these questions because it's been thought-provoking, but now we need some food for thought, which will get us a step closer to answering this question. If my name is Ali, and somebody asks me, is this your identity? I can't say it's my identity until and unless I live by that name. And that name means looking towards loftier principles, because hence the word Ali. Okay, similar if my name is, for example, let's say your name is Sakina. Do we even know what relation our name has to us, with us, that we say this is my identity? And if we want to describe our identity by our name, we have to know that this is something we have to work upon, just like our religion. But we may also all claim that regardless of all this, nobody mentioned human, you mentioned humanity. That everybody understands we're human beings. Can anybody identify themselves as other than a human being? If you can, put your hand up. Thank you.
Homo sapien.
Huh?
Homo sapien.
Okay. That was a joke, but he wasn't lying about that joke. So what he was trying to say is that, like we described right now, there's a problem identifying ourselves with our religion, okay, with our name. You understand there's a problem here, yeah? Why? Because we said identity is who you are. Okay? It's not what your name is. It's not where you're from. It's not what you do. It's who you are. So human being, that's easy. That works well. Really works well, doesn't it? Playing in the safe zone. Yeah? But there's a problem there. And why do we say there's a problem there? Because we have one narration which Imam Ali alayhi salam says eloquently. He says, for those, I'll mention in Arabic for those who understand, he says, Inna Allaha. Okay, before we mention this, we'll just note one thing, and that the reason why we might normally identify ourselves as human beings because we know other than human beings live outside. Yeah. So if the world was just human beings and somebody else, what's your identity? Be like human being. I'll be like, yeah. So there's nothing else out there, you know. Okay. But the connotation human being has to us sometimes, like it has a connotation of humanity. Sometimes it prods us and prompts us to want to be recognized by this human facet. So we call ourselves human beings. Because there's other than humans out there. There's what? Animals, there's jinn, there's angels. Okay? So, look how Imam Ali alayhi salam classifies this. Alright? The father of Hussein alayhi salam. He says, إِنَّ اللَّهَ خَصَّ الْمَلَكَ بِالْعَقْلِ دُونَ الشَّهْوَةِ وَالْغَضَبِ وَخَصَّ الْحَيَوَانَاتِ بِهَا دُونَهُ وَشَرَّفَ الْإِنسَانَ بِإِعْطَاءِ الْجَمِيعِ فَانِنْقَادَتْ شَهْوَتُهُ وَغَضَبُهُ لِعَقْلِهِ صَارَ أَفْضَلُ مِنَ الْمَلَائِكَةِ لِوُصُولِهِ إِلَى هَذِهِ الْمَرْتَبَةِ مَعَ وُجُودِ الْمُنَازَعِ وَالْمَلَائِكَةِ لَيْسَ لَهُمْ مُزَاحِمٌ. What does it mean? It means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala specified for the angels that they should have aql without any carnal passions or any anger being afflicted upon them, any anger arising from within them. And then he particularized the animals so that they have those two things, i.e. anger and passions, carnal passions, desires, but without the aql. And then what did he do to the human being? He says, and he honored the human being. Don't we have in Quran, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ? So then we ask, wouldn't we be like to be identified as a human being? However, we might say, oh, not really, because everybody knows I'm a human being. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put some importance to this human facet, which should be both in you and in me. So Imam says that Allah honored the human with all of these, with aql, with shahwa, and with ghadab. And then he says that if this person, i.e. this human being, lets his aql pull his shahwat or his desires and his anger, i.e. his aql is in control of these two that the animal only have, then he becomes better than the angels, because he reached to that station, i.e. he progressed like that, and it gave him an elevation and a station, okay, with Allah, with creation in general. Because why did he give him the station? Because there was a dispute in his inner being, whilst the angels don't have this conflict within them. So now, if I claim I'm human, I still have a problem. Still I have a problem.
Creation of Allah.
Yeah. And we'll get to that, thank you. So now we're getting this, look. Okay? So what have we understood from up to here? We've understood that, look, forget what people want to know now. Leave people aside. Because you'll always notice one thing in life. If you know who you are and the customs officer comes and asks you, who are you? You might not want to tell him, I'm from Colombia. If a university cleric says, oh, who are you? You might not want to say, I'm C25-3CEG as your code, let's say, your student code. So why do you have to tell him that? It's because people, this is what they want to know, but that's not who you are, that's not what you'd like to be. Hence, in life, this is exactly what's happening. We are giving our identity, we are making up an identity for ourselves based on what they want to hear.